Well. well. It's this evening. It's a double deuce of September 2025. And we are in the outskirts of the zone of the fall weather. It's Monday. I don't know if we have another feed mongering. Might do some training this week for the other JOB. We'll see. We'll do a spec for week 4, the National Fix, and that'll be up. I put that out Wednesday. Such a great day to be alive. A lot of traveling going on. A lot of traveling. I told somebody, I said, you watch the clone. He will put a picture of me up. And sure enough, today, I guess I'm accused of stealing the Sarasota. I do play golf, so I could be a suspect. That's when at work, I said, I've been showing this, who's dead, the clone. I said, he will put a picture of me up somewhere. What do you mean? Because I said he's triggered. And sure enough, today he did. Carl called me. I said, I appreciate that. I put one up Carl. That's just me and Carl having fun. But that's him before to me. That's not a big deal. But I'm not surprised. That's what you usually do. That to me is a triggered video. I don't know. Sure, so Jim, he does. He's part of the community, the family. But I appreciate the clone. I put up a fake news video coming up tomorrow. It'll be released by the chows. So I appreciate my name being in there. But that's usual behavior from a grown-ass man when they get triggered when you're in the she shed. This is the one and only favorite audio version on the video. They're supposed to, I guess, if you put an audio, put a video to it. I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I was talking to Carl. They can't handle the foods talking. I'm not a video. You know, when I'm driving my car, the food's moving. You got stuff in the background. But anyways, new stuff with YouTube trying to people put up audios. And I grew up on audio podcasts. I get videos. I can listen to a lot of people talk about Vietnam War. I don't need to see all the behavior. I just need to hear about history. Because a video takes away from what I'm trying to take in. I like to listen to things, read, travel, and meet people. But this is your favorite podcast over here on Spreaker. We beam out to a lot of locations out there, all over the place. Of course, United States, Australia, United Kingdom, Sweden, South Africa, Canada, Russia, Germany, Dominican Republic, New Zealand, China, and Iceland, and let my people go in South Korea and Luxembourg and the Netherlands. All these that I just speak of, besides ourselves, where they need something, who do they call? The red, white, and blue. They all hate us. They all want to come here. People dying in the oceans, in the desert, to come to be free. And freedom of speech, I guess he got reinstated by Disney because they lost a lot of the language of money. Disney put him back in the saddle. It's amazing you speak the language of many people. Can't bow to the dictator. Because we all know about one who's supposed to end all wars, and the dictator invaded in September 1st. Then, of course, we stormed the beaches, we snapped the necks of the Krauts, and we freed the Jews. Oh, yes, we did. Hedge to hedge, house to house. That's what we had to do. Then we know the clone doesn't like it that we talked about capitulation, but 1945, September 2nd, because in 1939, when they invaded Poland, he wanted it to be, you name it, but it wasn't going to happen. They capitulated the mighty Mo. A lot of people got murdered during the capitulation when Hitler took his own life. In Berlin, a lot of behaviors going on there. They used children to fight too as well, until he cowardly took his own life. But yes, when Japan capitulated the mighty Mo, the big Missouri, it ended all hostilities of a war. And we built what we destroyed. And we had the Forgotten War that rarely gets mentioned. I've listened to a lot of what they went through in that out there. That war got nothing. Of course, Vietnam, 52,000 plus men and women went to the war in the place of Bill Clinton, man. Yahoo, man, I did not have sexual relations with that was Lewinsky, that draft dodge, many more, but also the convicted felon adjudicated rapist and drafted with a flat feet to play a lot of golf having flat feet. Other people went in his place. Welcome home to all military men in the armed forces. You have balls the size of overgrown trees. Afghan war, every war out there has been fought. We thank you so much. Men and women in blue, and God bless the working class. Who are they up in the sky, out at sea, out in the desert, out in the woods, and wherever you're at? Air Force, Army, and the Marines, the Navy, the Merchant Coast Guard. You're in uniform. We thank you so much. What do you guys do in this country? People only shout the military during 4th of July, Memorial Day. That's it. People give 2 pumps. It's 24/7 like a 7-Eleven, man. Watching over and guarding what we have that people take for granted. Freedom. Let the bells ring, right? You may cut down that tree, but the roots will come back again for freedom. People want to come here and work for a living. I welcome you with open arms. We have 2 people who live here and live off the government and do nothing little at all. And piss and moan. Again, welcome home. Are your choices in life? Some people before. Would you shower? Would you shower in the shower of Penn State? I would not shower in the shower. But they slammed a locker and told 2 people, and the redheaded guy made money because they called him out. Why Sandusky is raping a young man in that shower. The Catholic churches do nothing about the Boy Scouts. Mr. Kirk had a big thing, all get together, they want to saint the guy. I get it. Out in Arizona. That soon will pass, another outrage, but we're going to still talk about Epstein. Poor choices. Like I said, I don't want to report people on criminals and that kind of behavior. I'm an independent Republican. I vote for a living. Libertarian. We can now smoke geef in this town. We can't staple a man to a tree for a gay man. Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. You aren't here to judge. You save the savable. If you want to open a church, so be it. Open it. People will come. All is welcome at the pearly gates if you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior. You know, like, you watch 2 women having sex after you statement of that's not a very Christian thing to be doing. You carry the groceries when the father runs off. Now you're looking for baby's daddy. Next time, put a condom on, protect the ovaries the size of oak trees. No water, no seeds. What's in the water? Prevent AIDS, herpes, gonorrhea, needle in the penis. Ouch. And unwanted children, don't use abortion for birth control. Adoption is the option. You don't need to go overseas to get a child of color out of diapers. Plenty here in this country. Smashing gas, dental dam. Want to give him a thrill, give him the pill. Want to dig a trench, put a trench coat on. Safe sex is an issue and will be at all times. Result to sex is children. My dad told me in disease. One drop, all it needs. Don't go back for num-nums either. Don't do it, women or men. Don't go one more run. Hey, guess what? No. Making poor choices never goes anywhere in this life. No, it's a mistaken choice. Line in a line now, right? Sipping on barley, Modelo's, like I did in the video. Oops. Let's go right here. Do me a favor. Don't drink and drive. Call some person. Call KC Grits. Well, he decides to call the show. Couldn't get on because of the phone, but we always praise KC Grits. We got to doing the open face hot dogs, naked hot dogs tonight. We'll be up later on the KC Perkins cooking show because of his whining, pissing, moaning. Not getting the omelet the way he wanted it. Those are world famous. We have one more double bubble coming up tomorrow. We're done with those behaviors. Hope you enjoy. Those are fun. But yeah, you're going to drink, don't drive, because you're going to murder somebody. It's just the way it looks. All the time, people, orange jumpsuit, and look at the judge, say, I made a poor choice. Don't say you made a mistake. You don't fix the way you think in life by saying, I made a mistake. No, you made a poor choice. Your choices in life. Good choices. You go, nice places. Bad choices. Don't call people in jail because guess what? They always told me I won't bail your young ass out. Thank you so much. Those are public service announcements of SPAC and the Cowpote and Fear-Mongering Radio. It's like public executions for people that hurt children and rape, whatever else. Murders. Up the heads off. You don't need even weapons. Just simply, snap. Now you get 50 gallons, 50 states, high noon. Not that tough. Every Sunday. You snap those necks and your souls to hell. God give them a second run through the time of this reincarnation. See, they can behave themselves. But here we are on a beautiful Monday. We're going to have the cooking video. I know these podcasts numbers are kind of gone down. I think people kind of moved on from it, and I get it. I appreciate it. Comes here, shares it, likes it, whatever else, hypes it. I appreciate it. It's getting close to 1,000. I've never asked you to sub. You want to sub? I appreciate it. I earn my subs and Barium exposure. The fake Barium exposure was bitching about New York dingling, right? Dimwit, getting subs, but don't mean a damn thing. He was all mad and bitter. I knew we would do a video with my picture. I knew that was coming sooner or later. He's so enraged. That's fine. That just shows I'm living rent free in his head. I've talked about it. I went to his funeral. But I knew who's ever on that channel there was going to be a picture of me on a video, and I knew it. I don't do that behavior. I don't run like that. I may talk about you. With Carl was for fun because I was giving him shit, but I don't do that kind of stuff. It doesn't really matter. That's the way I'm out there. You can see the food. And he privatized the one that he did whine about the trolls, which he's a coward. That's what he does. That's what this new person is just falling right in line with his behavior. And I guess I'll do a video on that probably me that I've stole the golf. I don't love Tim, trust me. Yeah, I do play golf. I've got two. I got her set, but I have one set here. I haven't taken a golf ball since last year, and I have one down in Arizona. So I have three sets. She doesn't really play very much. I use it once in a while, but they're knockoff. It was pretty funny. I bought those clubs about 20 years ago at KKK Golf in South Carolina. They're ping knockoffs. They're actually pretty good. So you can actually get some really good golf clubs at pawn shops. I love pawn shops, like public golf courses. I love going to pawn shops, walking around looking what's there when it comes to tools, whatever else. I love going to pawn shops. That's why I bought the mixer that I use, the Behringer mixer. Cost me $15. My backup mixer. It's a really nice mixer. It's really cool. It's a little small, easy to hang. And I did a video on it, how to work with it. I like my Alicia. People don't know mixers. They hate mixing drinks. They don't know what a mixer is. Those mixers I had that I made for the governor that he pawned. Those were, I could have got 3 for $50 because they had a crank. The crank mic I call it. We just hang on to it, and then the headset. Good little mixer. And the guy goes, they're going out of business. You want them for $50? Should have bought it, but who would I give them to? Who would use it and plug it back to their computer and understand it? He shall not be named. Sven Johnson, who called me the P word, was all pissed on once or twice, but my biggest hater, I walked him through it, and then he, was going to get rid of it. Alfred was down in Clearwater at the Perkins. I said, I'll buy, you walk up to me, I'll give you the money, turn around, go back to your car. I'll buy it from you, and I'll ship it home. But, I'll take it off your hands. Dave got rid of his Alicia 8. Don't say why, but whatever. I mean, you want to have good sound, be a podcaster. I've told many people, got to have good sound, and don't bother doing it at all. Close your mic and have a good conversation. I'm all about good sound. When you listen in your ear, here we go.
Call from
KC-Grits.
KC-Grits?
Are we live?
Yes, we are.
On Fearmonger Radio?
Yes. How goes it?
Fearmonger Radio. Ain't no technical difficulties this time?
Nope. It was my phone. I had to reset it.
Oh yeah, I heard. I listened back to it. I heard you call Mark, and then you couldn't hear it.
Yeah, so I apologize, but I was listening to something way back after the job interview. I was listening to something else, and I was expecting a phone call because whatever, maybe you were going to call, so I was listening. So that happens, and I'm like, God damn it, it pissed me off. Anyways, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good. My Chiefs finally got a win, so that's good.
Yeah, I saw that. You guys, you know what's haunting your team is Super Bowl 59. That's a ghost that's haunting you guys. That is haunting you guys.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That was an ugly game, and my Cowboys got embarrassed. I mean, it was just. I mean, that was just.
Are they 0-3?
Who?
The Cowboys?
No, they're 1-2.
Are they 1-2?
Yeah, they just. We're going to be 5-12. It was just. I mean, I picked them to win. I really thought they would, but then I thought about it. The two ones I wish I would have went opposite because I'll be 10 right if Baltimore wins tonight, which I'm shocked. The two I wish I would have changed differently would have been took the Bears. I should have took the Bears because we have no secondary, and I should have took the Weasel in Minnesota. I thought about it after all that. Like I give myself one change, but I forget. There's no money involved here. Those are my two misses. But look at Atlanta getting shut out too. It's like, oh my goodness.
I know, and they put Kirk Cousins in at the end of the game.
How embarrassing!
And your Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb has a high ankle sprain.
Yeah,
he's out for a little bit.
Yeah, we're done. We're done. We're done. We're not going to go
anywhere. Season's over already.
we're done. We're not going to go. It's Eagles to lose. It's going to be Washington Commies. We'll be fine. So they did well. So again, it's been a fun week. I got people I work with at different teams. My friend of mine who's a board member, and he was just ranting. He walked the warehouse. He goes, "Oh, God damn it, back to back." The Denver Burritos. I go, "I've given your coach a verbal warning. I gave the final warning to Cocaine City. I've given him a final warning for Cocaine City. That guy should be fired for his behavior. They're going to go 0-4. He'll be the first coach to get fired."
I saw a little blurb on him, and I don't remember the exact number, but his whole time in Miami, I think he's only won 9 games against when their opponent has a winning record.
Well, the defensive coordinator who's with Minnesota used to, I guess, just belittle baby Jesus. I guess because he was not. That was
Brian Flores.
Yeah, he used to get to be mean to him. He couldn't handle.
Who was a good coach?
Yeah, but he tried to be a tough love. This is a grown ass man. That's why. So this new guy, it's not. He's trying to be Mr. Peace and Love, and people loved the baby Jesus when he got there. He was the greatest thing in the world. He can't throw the ball downfield, so they know he's going to throw it in. That's why he jumped on that thing, but. That's National Fix League. We're week 4. It's the way she goes. You got to win, and you can't. None of these. Not a big deal. You need to win. You can't be losing these games like Atlanta getting shut out in an interdivision game against Half Pint, who can barely through the butt crack of the center. That's an embarrassing game to get shut out. Embarrassing. Well,
the Chiefs. They're probably going to lose at least one more game. Mm-hmm. You got to figure maybe 2.
Yep.
So they're probably not even going to be the 2 seed.
Correct.
Because Buffalo will maybe lose one game.
So
their schedule is easy.
So real quick, now the clone. I got a video coming out tomorrow that he called. He privatized the one he was calling out Carl in New York Dan. Then he did one today, a short on me. And I love it. It's like I told somebody at work, I said, I've been trolling this guy. He died, right? He looked at me and I go, what's next with him? I go, I've been in this business for 20 years. He will put a picture. If I had a video of my wife, he would put it in the video. I know he would, but I said,
yes.
I said he will do a video of me with me in it. I said I did the one with Carl on the thumbnail. That was between me and Carl. Just having fun with Carl. It was nothing mean. It was fun about the haters. But I don't care that he did it, but I knew it was coming. So when Carl called me, I'm like, oh great, because I put my face up to the camera, which I'm not surprised he did it. You know, with the twin brother. You know?
So he put that video back up, the New York Dan one.
He did?
Because this morning I noticed it was gone. And then I just, a little while ago, I saw the one with your face that he put up, and then I went back to his channel, and that video is back
okay.
up. So I don't know why he took it down and put it back.
Well, it's just...
okay, so this is what I was going to talk to you about last week.
Go ahead.
The clone, the new Barium exposure, Alfie, he is awesome. This is what he should have been doing the whole time. This has to be more fun for him than getting all bent out of shape about it.
Yep.
He was on a 50-day hold, allegedly.
Yep.
He was on a 50-day hold, committed. And he came out a new man. He came out Alfie. The old Barium exposure is gone. The new Alfie is the phoenix that rose from the ashes. Mm-hmm. And he is better than ever before.
Yep.
The picture of Old Man Carl is hilarious. Saying that New York Dan owes him money is hilarious.
And here's the whole thing on that.
He makes these like videos. He makes this video where he's like trying to be normal, like, "Hey everybody, Barium Alfie here. I'm restaining my deck. Here's the color I'm going to use."
Yep.
And then he goes off on this wild ass tangent. It's so good.
Yeah, no,
he is the top hater.
Oh yeah. I love Sarasota Tim. Sorry, I don't stalk Sarasota Tim. I am doing a cooking video, be out later, an open face hot dog on that grill, that same grill, the almond one. It's going to be more. I'm going to open face them, and then I will put like sour cream in so you cut it open, and then I'll put sour cream in there. I'll put some onions in there. I'll put some ketchup, mustard, and then I'll throw cheese over and baste them. It's the Costco hot dog, So I'm going to do that.
The KC Grits Pissing and Moaning Cooking Show?
You like that? That's what I rip on you. That's what I'm saying. The KC Grits Perkins Cooking Show. You like that?
Yeah. Oh, man. I've been belly aching, losing sleep over it, frightened, afraid.
Because I showed somebody at work, and they go, "Who's KC Grits?" I said, "Well, I'm the kind of person I get motivated." And I said, he called in the podcast. He's from Kansas City, and I said he was bitching that he didn't get the out the way he wanted. So I said I took that and ran that. It's a Perkins. I said, and he loves it. I said I've been every time it's a KC Grits Perkins cooking show. You know, so.
Well, later this week I'm going to a fine dining establishment, so it's going to be a lot more than I spent on my Perkins bill. So I'll let you know if I'm pissing and moaning about my quality versus what it costs for me at this dinner. So.
Right. But, yeah, so he put the video out there. So I'm going to do a video and say, hey, listen, I'm going to confirm or deny that I took these golf clubs. You know, I'm going to play along with it. You know, I might have, I might not have. I might have had someone do it for me. Maybe KC Grits went down there and told me. I sent KC Grits down there, and, you know, he took it, you know.
Yeah, I got him out of the storage.
Yep.
Out of Sarasota Tim's storage shed.
But that was just kind of funny. But I knew he'd put a picture of me, and that's when they're really pissed. They want to get personal. You know what I'm saying? They want to get personal. You know, that's fine. Hey, that's the way he rolls. I'm far from being triggered, and I think it's hilarious. But I knew that was the next step.
Well, it's hard to read him right now.
Well, he's
because before it was really obvious that he was pissed. But right now, I can't make up my mind if now he thinks it's funny. He seems more pissed at New York Dan, I think.
Yeah, cool, because New York,
which is weird. But it's because I think he thought that they were like these people. They think that they're all friends.
What did I say about the one about
Carl was guilty of this too, Carl. I'm not trying to rag on you here, but Carl's guilty of this too. He's trying to make this buddies network where he's talking to, you know, like they're not. I don't know. You can be friends with a total stranger, but if your friendship is like united over
hate,
less common interests and more over the fact that you hate Sarasota Tim, then like you might be running into some really weird people that way. Well, like New York Dan.
Well, yeah, exactly. He's on his ghetto cruise again that no one cares about because he was bitching about subs. Just because, okay, BlindViews has how many subs, and he barely gets 1,000, 2,000. Over on my adventure channel, I have 2,200. I barely get 30 or 50 here. It varies what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? It is not, so what? He picked up subs. It doesn't translate to him because people will come back and look and just don't want to.
Well, he seems like the kind of dude that buys them too.
Yeah, then why would you buy? Why would you buy subs anyways? That's the most dumbest thing you
could do.
Because
I don't see how New York Dan has a fan base. I mean, I haven't really ever looked at his videos to see like what his highest views are. You know, sometimes you discover somebody like Carpetbagger, or you discover a channel that's existed for a long time, and you're like, how did they get this many subs? You go back and you look at their channel, and they'll have a video that has, you know,
right. Well, way back when Carpetbagger was around, he did 15-minute, 20-minute videos, and he did a good job. But now he's gone. Go look at Daily Woo. He's in the 30,000, under 30,000 now because he's doing the same thing now. He's going to Disney World. He's going to haunts now. His views are way down, and so is the people are getting. It's the same thing. They're all going. They all follow each other. They all go to these haunts now, and the Woo is going down big time. That's big for him because he was usually 60,000, 70,000. But Carpetbagger used to do really good videos. He did 15-minute videos. They were fun, and I enjoyed them. But these long hour and 20 minutes. I mean, I do 90-minute audio, but you can hear me and you talking. You know what I'm saying? It's a conversation. You know, and you can listen.
Did I hear you or Carl or somebody say that New York Dan said that his videos are better than the Daily Woo?
Yes. He said that. He said that in one of the things. He said his videos are better than Daily Woo. That's what he said. It was in one of his messages or something below that my videos are better than the Daily Woo. Okay. You're going on again.
What I like about New York Dan is that he's always saying, like, I'm going to do all these things, and, like, just stay tuned, you guys. Yep, I'm going to be doing all these things. And then he never does anything except go on the same ghetto cruise, like,
he was singing
after he gets home from the last one.
He was singing up there with a Rod Stewart, I Have All the Luck, and he goes, and he goes to the crowd. Your boy New York Dan. He just can't say, guess what? I'm going to work on my singing. He says his YouTube thing. Your boy New York Dan.
Yeah.
To the people like
he's going to write off that cruise.
Like, who in the hell are you? You know, just say, hey, your boy here. Your boy's working this. You don't say that. He's like saying, hey, your boy exploring the Cowpote. It's like, what the hell are you talking about, man? You know, but the guy's harmless, but just he's up there singing a really stupid song with his captain hat on. I'm like, it's just bizarre. I just like...
Unless he's got the good... oh, wait a minute. If he's in international waters, he can't trade anyway, right?
No.
Doesn't it geolocate you?
Yes. He's not...
I was going to say he better have the good Wi-Fi package to be a day trader because he's missing some good trading days because there's been a lot going on over the last, 10 days.
Correct. He's not. He's living.
But if he's in international waters, he can't trade because he's going to be geolocated. So
right. Yeah. He's not doing. He's probably living off his mom or dad or something. Some aunt or somebody gave him money. He's living. He's not.
In mom's garage, remember?
Yeah. So it's just New York Dan. You know, it's just like. But he's harmless. But he'd be. But but see, here's the problem. Like I talked about with Warning, when she said we were all family, she's mad because I'm stirring the pot, and that Carl has come over to me. So has you come over, but so has Mark has come over, and she can't handle that. She's blaming me for because BlindViews can't handle the pushback. What do you think about the evil twin brother? What do you think about those?
So I didn't watch the one where you had red shirt on. I watched the first one that you posted.
I put a second.
I had never. So I really haven't been watching his videos until I saw that somebody said that he was made a video talking about Carl or whatever. So I went and I watched that video, but I quit. I don't know. I used to kind of like some of his videos because just was funny to watch him bitch about Tater. I wouldn't say that he has like super high quality videos or anything.
Correct.
Like he acts like he does.
Yes.
But some of his stuff used to be whatever. But that time he said that about like warm up the oven or whatever he said.
Yep.
And then just like lately. Well, and then I noticed the thing with the cane that one time. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's just he doesn't. He's not even fun to hate watch.
Yeah, well, I know.
I can't watch his videos and be like, oh man, this guy sucks. I just don't like his videos, and I'm kind of confused right now because is he staying at like an Airbnb and doing yard work or what?
No, he's at his
relative's house.
He's at a relative's house. He's at a relative's house. Okay. That's what he's doing.
I was confused why he was doing yard work at.
It'd be like me coming to your house and doing your lawn because you're my brother. So he's at a relative's house doing someone's lawn, a mother-in-law or mother or someone's house. So it's like it isn't like maybe you shovel the lawn or shovel the driveway when it snows outside. You need help to shovel yourself out. I get that, but he's just the guy is very pissed that I can speak about him. You can see who I am, and I push back. If he's used to people. He could just block you and you go away. I talk about him. He's mad that I've gotten in this family, which, Miss Vicky thought was family. She thinks they're family. That's what she thinks. She thinks everyone is supposed to be one big happy hate family towards her boyfriend, Sarasota Tim. That's what she thinks. She thinks that they're all...
I'm kind of confused that these people are surprised that, what they do attracts trolls.
Yeah.
So there's this guy now that I guess he keeps going... He lives in whatever place Sarasota Tim's at right now. He lives there, and he keeps going there and driving by his camper and taking a video of it and posting a short. And I guess they're all freaking out about it now. And Dinger made this really big concerned video. Hello, you are part of a literal hate squad against this guy, and you're surprised when people are hell yeah, you guys are right. He sucks. I'm going to go after him too.
Yeah, I saw the video of him, and
they don't know that they're trolls. I've said this before. They don't know that they are trolls.
I get you know where he's at, but to drive by there not once but twice. The first time, I get it, but he's I
totally would do it once. I absolutely 100%. If he was within a 10-minute, 20-minute drive of me, I would totally do it. But I wouldn't go back, and I wouldn't make a bunch of videos about it.
Well, he wants to get into the troll. Then he's a cook, so he does a cooking video. Okay, I'm not saying my cooking videos are great. They're straight shot. But if you're going to do a cooking video, you have to show people what you're doing. You can see my omelets, right? When I roll an omelet, what are you looking at? You're looking down at me. The hot dog one today, I'll have it on my tripod. It's going to look down at it. I'm going to explain it. I'm not going to be... The camera's not going to be behind me while I'm talking to you. It's going to show you how I do it, and it's done right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? So he did some cooking video. He's a cook, and you don't see a damn thing he's doing. And I get it. He wants to do that behavior. He wants to get the hating community, but pick your lane, man. Whatever. But why would you go by? So what did Dingaling say? Was he all concerned about it, or what did he say?
Yeah, he was really serious. He looked like he was really troubled over this.
Oh, really?
Well, dude, you spend all your free time and while you're at family dinners and vacations bashing this guy.
Exactly.
Now you're... see, this is the thing, right? We, people don't realize, the power of, social media outreach.
Correct.
Dinger has, 600 views or 700 or 800 views per video or whatever. And there are people that are hanging on to his every word that are yeah, Sarasota Tim does suck. Yeah, he is an evil guy. And if you convince a bunch of angry, isolated people that somebody is bad and evil, bad things can happen, you know?
Yep.
I mean, seriously, it's indoctrination.
It's brainwash.
That Stewart guy is lonely. He lives in a place where he doesn't know anybody. I watched this video where he talks about how he moved there or whatever.
Correct.
He's a lonely guy. who liked Sarasota Tim, who was emailing Sarasota Tim and befriended him, and then Sarasota Tim stopped talking to him because he, whatever reason. I mean, if you're on social media and you have like somebody emailing you and you're polite to them a few times, I mean, maybe that doesn't become like a lifelong bond.
Correct.
So anyway, this guy's feelings are hurt about Sarasota Tim, so he finds the hater channel. So you can casually watch hater channels, or you can be somebody that feels like you've been wronged by him. Like JJ or whatever.
They're like-minded people.
They militarize these people.
Correct. Look at your little brother, New York Dan, drove to go see him. That was, to me, it was funny.
Yes.
But that's just...
Drove hours out of his way, slept in a parking lot at a hotel so that he could drive by that thing.
Yep, and then just same thing, and he met Dinger, and that was the best video. They're looking at Dinger's face like he had a fart. He's there with New York Dan and Denny's, and they're doing a video. I'm like, oh my God, that was a video of the year.
Well, there's like times in your life when you get yourself involved in a situation, and like you realize like, hey, I'm about to do something that like could be bad. Like when you're a kid and you're going to go to somebody's house and like egg it, or like throw the flaming dog poop on the door, or like the first time you do something that like could be criminal, like you vandalize something, right?
Correct.
And when you get to that moment and you cross that line, like you just, and I said that before, like that's what happened to Dinger in that video. Like you could tell he looked uncomfortable because he was like realizing like, oh, this is like who I am and like what I'm associating with right now. Like you can see New York Dan on a video and you can be like, oh yeah, he sucks. But when you like put yourself face to face and you're endorsing, I don't know. It's just, it's really interesting.
No.
Like, I wish that Life and Vibe, instead of like studying Sarasota Tim, I wish she would study like the haters.
Yep. Yeah.
Like her quote unquote professional like psychological opinion. I would love like this Stewart guy. Like oh man, it's so curious.
Yeah, well, I know.
He's going to go and knock on that camper door.
Yeah,
I promise you. He's going to do it.
I mean, I've said,
and he's going to get shot.
Correct. Like Wonder Hussy was driving to go see her new nephew, her brother's new grandbaby. She's a new auntie. And I just sent her an email because she was driving up to Oregon and through. And I just gave her a few things she could go doing because she was debating on flying or driving. And she responded back. I said, "Thank you." Sometimes she responds back. Sometimes she doesn't. I'll say, "Hey, Wonder Hussy, you're in this area," or "Don't, next time don't do this. Don't show your feet in a video." I've told her that. Don't do it. They consider that a sexual fetish. And she goes, "Thank you," and that's a response. Sometimes she won't respond back. Sometimes she will. I get a lot of angry emails at cowpote@yahoo.com all the time. I get my NFL ones. I don't like your nickname, but they continue to send me stuff. They whine, they piss. But people will go, "I love to listen to your NFL podcast because you don't swear and your nicknames are fun. I can listen to it with my 12-year-old son, and we love it because you're not swearing. You're having nicknames and you don't talk fantasy football." But I get a lot of weird emails from people all the time at cowpote@yahoo.com.
Well, and I call the show.
Right.
And I call the show once. You and we can't carry on a conversation. It doesn't go very well. Maybe next time I call the show, you don't answer.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that you've personally wronged me.
Correct.
And that you have some sort of a vendetta against me, and now I need to participate in a culture of hating you, and I don't know.
What triggered people when Carl called it, because Carl was one of the lead haters. So when he called into my show, that pissed off. It really pissed off BlindViews, especially when he called and Mark called it, because he would speak of Carl. BlindViews would. He would promote him, and Mark.
Yes, he did. He. That's where I found out about Carl's first video, was watching BlindViews one time, where he talked about Carl, and it was that very first video that Carl made, where he was making statements from a legal perspective on what would happen if they were investigating him for these EIDL things. Well, and so people liked that take, right? But then Carl got in trouble because somebody reported him or whatever.
Yeah. Which people love to get personal. That's what they do. It's the white hat. So but BlindViews, I don't hate the guy. He's fun to push back on because the brown shirts, like I said, he did a video and I listened to it. And he was whining that because he's down there having coffee, whatever. He's in Florida, and people were mad because he was too easy on Tater. And like I told Carl, and I said before, they don't come to hear fun stuff. They come to him to hear hate. They want to hear BlindViews whine about Tater, maybe call me out, call Carl out. They're there for the hate. They're not there to be, yay. They want him to give him money. When you have the ability to give some money, you are a grifter. Okay, go look at the Huss. She's got a bunch of things you give money to. So, and the same with Carpetbagger. At the end, they ask for money. Okay, because her birthday.
Even Dinger has to buy me a coffee.
Same thing. Same thing with New York Dan. So same thing to buy me a coffee. That means, here's your coffee, Dan. That's what I'd do. I'd hand him a coffee. Here's your coffee. That's what I would do. There's your coffee, man. But that's it. Everyone on YouTube has always asked for money. You can listen to my stuff. My coffee, I guess, from you is a like or a share. That's my coffee, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But
I think it was in. Dang, I can't remember. I don't remember if it was in one of Barium Exposure's videos, the new one, or what. But somebody was posting crazy stuff on there about Carl and his wife now too.
Yes, he is.
So he's got. It said something about like. Carl was disbarred, and Carl's wife is still. And they said that they contacted the Illinois bar or whatever about Carl's wife. I'm like, oh, geez.
Yeah, that's what they do. It's because they get so pissed off and they get personal. And that was the first thing he did with that picture of me, which is fine. That's what he wants to do. Go for it. But I was waiting for it, and I knew it was coming because he's so enraged bearing exposure. He's listening right now. Let's put a picture of the guy, and that to me, it's winning. I may talk about you. But I'm surely not going to put a picture of you up. But if my wife was out there, he would put her in the video. I know he would. Just like BlindViews accused me of.
That's why I'm glad that I live in a group home and I have to wait for my weekly phone time to call you, because there's nothing anybody can take away from me.
Exactly. But I do like that. What's her name? Morning was whining that it was family. That was so funny. That video. They're fighting. Where have you been? BlindViews has been fighting with the Old Man Nation and also Carl, because she's mad because I came in and ruined the apple cart. Because like you said before, the hater people are more fun than Sarasota, Tim. They're more fun because it's a major subculture. What's that one chick? I've seen some video people hate on her. Foodie Beauty, whatever her name is.
Oh yeah.
I've seen what Mike Python talks about.
That's where the vibe came from.
Yeah, there's about 10 people that talk about her too as well, and she's kind of boring. But I see people just literally will sit there and do videos about during the pandemic. There was somebody that was in town here. It's called Squirmy and Grubs, and he's handicapped and she's not. And there was somebody for 10 months.
Oh yeah, I've seen them before.
Yeah, and people were like, just they make fun of the haters. They will do videos. She likes it. She literally likes to show her ass. She'll stand up right in front of the camera. She loves to do that, but people will hate her. And I get it. She's a good-looking woman, but people have done videos that it's fake or whatever else, wasting time, just like Past Due Productions. They'll watch the entire videos of the Daily Woo and then do a whole montage on it. It's like I feel sorry for you that you're watching an entire video and then clipping it. You know what I'm saying? It's nonstop.
Yeah. What I've sort of noticed is so like there's so many hater channels for so many different people, you know.
Right.
And like what I've noticed sometimes is I'll watch a hater video for like a creator that maybe I used to watch some of their videos, or like sometimes I'll watch their videos or whatever, but I'll watch a hater video and then I won't watch their video, because in the 5 minutes or 10 minutes or however long that hater video is, they cover all the highlights from their video anyway.
Correct.
So it really does, like, so, you know, Tater tried to sue BlindViews or whatever. Like, it really does take because if I watch a BlindViews video and he shows me all the highlights of Tater's video, then I'm not going to watch that half-hour video.
Correct.
Like,
no, I understand.
Why would I? I don't need to.
Right. But no, that's it.
So I do sort of get like when they get pissed off about it.
I've always said about fair use. I've talked before. I would love to walk into a restaurant and say, I need 15% of your potatoes, please. I need 50% of the pop. I want a fair use of your stuff. Can I have 15 cents of gas? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've said before, people look at me like I'm crazy. I said, you want to use my stuff, have at it. You talked about me. When he did that audio, and I appreciate it. But just like I tell people, my wife has learned this, and Walmart during Christmas will use Back in Black. And I go, and she'll look at me, and I go, 15 seconds. They do it every year. They use that riff to bring people in. They use Back in Black for Christmas.
Yeah, they do it on Black Friday.
But they do it all, and guess what? They're using a riff and making money on that riff. Like it or not.
Well, I guess
I hate
now
it.
that I think about it, like, I had never even heard of Tater before BlindViews,
right.
And I have watched like several Tater videos.
Right.
So I guess he is promoting him, and somebody else too. Like, like I had never heard of what's his name? The weird guy that was at the playground. I said his name earlier.
Carpetbagger.
I had never heard of Carpetbagger before you talked about him, and I've watched some Carpetbagger, so there you go.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't hate Carpetbagger, but he does these hour and 10-minute videos he's doing now are too long. That's too long to watch, because his videos.
Well, I think somebody's going to like sit down on the couch and watch it on
But
TV.
people do. People will say, "Well, I love coming home and watching a Carpetbagger video." So they're lonely. They get home from work, they put it up on their TV, and they sit back and watch it. So they'll watch it.
Yeah.
When he was, if you go back to his archives, he did real good. What I liked, it was an abandoned NASCAR restaurant, and he went. It was a 15-minute video. You know, he did one the other day. He talked about the killing of Charlie Kirk. You know, and he talked about blocking people because they piss and moan about his what places he's going to. So what if they're going to bitch that you go to Texas or go to California? Ignore it. Let him talk. But he's blocking or deleting stuff because of his political views, and it's like. But he does a lot of these walk and talks every 3 weeks. He does like feel sorry for me videos. You know. Like, well, that's what he does. That's what he loves.
I think my limit for a video. So, like, sometimes I will listen to the videos, like while I'm working or whatever.
I do. I listen to a lot of Vietnam stuff. A lot of
doing
Vietnam
the dishes or whatever. I'll listen to them instead of watch them. But like a video that's designed for me to watch, like one of his videos where he's taking me on a tour of somewhere.
Right.
My limit is like 20 or 25 minutes.
Because
I'm not going to watch an hour-long video.
If you've been on my adventure channel, right now I have my St. Martin videos there, and you can watch me for 12 minutes on a straight video walking in Fun Street.
Yeah, like those car show ones that you put on there. I watch those.
Yeah, because
it's a great amount of time.
Yeah, perfect timing, 12 minutes. And it's perfect timing. I'm not putting together a 35-minute car video. That's too long for you to watch.
No. And even you're saying if it was a 50-minute St. Martin video, not watching.
Yeah, you're not going to watch it. You're not going to watch
I will watch a 12-minute one.
Right.
I'm not watching
because my adventure,
all 12 of them fit together to make one 48-minute video.
No. I mean, you can go over the adventure channel. And whatever I'm getting, I know that the clone of Barium Exposure was bitching about New York Dan. Subs don't mean a damn thing. It's who comes and listens. A lot of my subs in this channel and other channel are long gone, and they've troll channels, and they've left or whatever. Because if YouTube would get rid of a lot of these troll channels, a lot of these trolls, you'd lose a lot of your subs. I'm surprised they haven't. Spreaker will do that. If let's say you made a Spreaker account and you didn't for a year, they will delete it. If you don't use it, they will delete it because they want to get it out of their server. You know what I'm saying? They get rid of them. So so let's say YouTube should get rid of a lot of these old troll accounts that are just they've subbed up. They've subbed up Carpetbagger or Daily Woo or whatever it may be, but I still love the clone Wit Bitch in the video. So he did he put it back up. He did private it for a while. That's what he does. He'll private it or he'll put it. That's what he does back and forth. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I know he had it privated because I went to watch it again this morning and I couldn't find it.
I appreciate it. You gonna head out then?
Yeah, I got to run.
Okay.
Good talking to you, though. Wednesday is the NFL podcast, right?
Yes, it will be regular time. So I could have had you on later, but I had that job interview, and I got there earlier than I thought. So I was we had to go. We had to go somewhere. I think we had to go to City of Minnetonka for retirement for like what are you gonna call that stuff? Medicare, all the hoops you have to jump through to get it. That's a joke, man. All this, it shouldn't be that tough to get insurance for senior citizens. No. It shouldn't be that tough. I mean, whoever's in charge, it should be that tough. You get it, and it's done. It's just how it resets every 60 days, and I got sick and tired of hearing people's moms and dads having to decide between food or medicine. You know what I'm saying? It's just BS.
Yeah, I get that and the TRICARE military insurance are both a nightmare.
Correct. Also, to see Jimmy Kimmel is coming back. They Disney speaking language of money realized poor choice. They're bringing him back. Jimmy Kimmel.
Well, all those celebrities. There was like a huge list of celebrities that said that they might boycott the ABC Corporation or whatever, which would include Disney. Mm-hmm. And it was like some of the people that are in the superhero movies, so it was going to be a big problem. Yeah. So they had to.
You can't cancel culture. I hate that.
What's kind of funny is, like, I don't like Jimmy Kimmel anyway. So I
don't either. I really don't care. Jimmy Kimmel.
When they had a man show, he was awesome.
I just think Jimmy Kimmel's the kind of guy who'd be very arrogant in public. Just to walk up to him, he would be like, "Don't look at me." He comes off. A lot of those comedians are assholes. Excuse my language. Aren't very nice people. Because if you saw Jimmy Kimmel in a restaurant, he'd have a bodyguard, he would give you the "get away from me." You know what I'm saying? He comes off as a very arrogant.
He would not be cool.
No, he wouldn't. He comes off as a very arrogant ass. A lot of comedians like that. They're just very arrogant. They're very self-conscious. I guarantee it. He would put your hand up and say, "Stay away from me." He wouldn't. So. Yeah. All right. Well, my friend, thanks for coming on for your Monger. I don't know if I'll have anything this week. We'll see. But I appreciate you calling in. We'll see the NFL podcast. Okay?
All right. Good talking to you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hello.
Oh, it's Jeffrey?
Let me see here now. Oh, hell, that was. Hang on a second. Let me do something real quick here. That's what I thought. It was a roofing contractor trying to call me. The roofing contractor will call you because we had hail last night. So that's what that's all about. They're calling you for their hail. So I thought it was somebody else, but it's called Carl. The roofing people are coming around, so I can stop the podcast. Yo, just had Casey Grits on. So what's going on, my friend?
Not much. How's it going?
Oh, hanging out in the outskirts, having the time of my life. We had Casey Grits on, and we talked about your uncle.
Casey Grits. Yeah, he did another video on the beach, walking to the camera, walking away from the camera.
Oh, BlindViews.
Yeah, he didn't pick his butt though.
But I do love the Barium exposure one. So he did put the one, the Sarasota YouTube liars near Dan. No, but he put it back up. So I love the. I told somebody. I said he will do a video with my picture in it. I knew he would do that. I knew he would do it.
Yeah, he's got to come out of his shell. Quit being so serious.
But I knew he would do it. I knew he would do it. Stealing Sarasota Tim's golf clubs. I love Sarasota Tim. I don't think so, honey. I don't think so. But I knew he would do it because that's the next step when you're triggered, is you'll do that kind of behavior. So that's fine. I knew he would do it. So that's classic,
Well, he came after me. Now he came after you.
That's fine. You talked about me. You talked about me. So
I didn't notice the thumbnail. I don't know if he has.
No, he's got a picture.
Sarasota.
No, he's got me. He got me in there, so he's, you know.
Oh, there you go. See, he got a picture of you. He's using my photo.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So I see Blind View Nomad fanatic laughs hysterically and drops F-bombs. Okay. So what do you walk? Do you walk away from the camera again?
Walk toward the camera and then walk away from the camera.
Okay. So.
You know, so he didn't mention us at all. So,
that's too bad. Well, we were in his last one. That's fine. About being a grifter. So, well, that's good to see. He's talking about his buddy. So that's good to see. The Blind Views. That's why he hears it.
He didn't do his mic drop moment. He just kind of said, "Oh, I'm all done now, so I'm going to walk away."
Yep.
You know.
That's cool. It's good to see Robert Plant, you know, hanging out in Florida. So
didn't explain how he got to the beach. He did tell us his wife is getting better, so he thinks they'll be able to travel.
Oh, that's good to see.
So, I don't know what his wife's suffering from, where she can't drive a car.
I guess Dinger did a very concerning video about that new hater that he did some tells complete strangers your business. He did some about that guy that drove by his place.
Yeah, but it's all much to do about nothing now because the guy's been on. He said his point of view. You know, he's delivering DoorDash. He's in the same trailer.
I understand, but what's his name was so. But Dinger was so upset about it.
He's just showing.
No, I know, but
he's not stopped.
No, I know, but Dinger was all, you know, who supported a person who. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Who had lunch with breakfast with a guy who was stalking him himself. So, but it is what it is.
Yeah, now he's done like 5 or 10 videos that don't have Sarasota Tim anything to do with Sarasota Tim. So it's not like he's a crazy Looney Tim.
No, I know, but I just kind of find he wants. Well, I was we were talking to when I had KC-Grits on that he was all. He used to talk to Sarasota Tim, and then he doesn't respond anymore. So he's kind of like a jilted lover, kind of. So I don't know. It's kind of.
Yeah, JJ's kind of that way.
Yeah.
And Johnny Vegas.
Right.
So whoever is his friend now is only months away from being in their camp.
Mm-hmm.
Or once they stop paying or stop giving them gifts.
Right. But
and then Darkcore Legend, since he went to our side and then came back to his side, he just doesn't trust him.
Right. But I guess I'm stealing golf clubs, I guess, Sarasota Tim.
Yeah, there was a dude that lived in Mexico, Johnny Provento.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen him in forever.
Right.
But he was on the Sarasota Tim's a good guy, you know, trying to be on the side. And then Sarasota Tim finally did and recognized him. He never gave Tim any money. So
if you don't give money, it's just like with the Huss. I will send her emails that give her advice or something, and she usually responds back. She's going up to Seattle. And I gave her a few advice on my sister lived in Oregon. She said thank you, but if I was a money giver to her on a regular basis, she would respond back right away. You know what I'm saying? You know, but
and if you look on BlindViews comments, he doesn't really reply to anybody's comments other than the heart.
Yep.
And then when Miss Vicky leaves something on his thing, he always replies to her because she's still in the fold.
Well, but she's also gave him money. So he knows who gives him money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
She has gave him money. So he knows who supports him. He knows who gives him money. Because people will, in the video, will say thank you. We'll give him $15. And he does that when he's live stream. Yay! You know, people give money. So he knows who supports him, you know.
Yeah.
To me, a support is you want to buy me a coffee. Dinger has that. So does in New York. Daniel is liking the video and sharing it. That to me is a support because you're pushing it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we're just different YouTubers. There's the YouTube beggars, and then there's the YouTube hobby people.
Correct. Do I wish I could make $1,000 a month? Hell yeah, it'd be nice. Could I wish I could make $50,000? Hell yeah, but it's not going to happen. I don't do that great of videos. I'm not. I just feel sorry for people of the carpetbaggers and the Daily Woo. Who, if you look at Daily Woo, his views are going down the tank because it's the same behavior that you have to every day get up, have an idea, go do it, then you edit it and put it up and pray that it goes somewhere. I mean, you literally, probably just talk about that. It's just get up, go where he's got to go, edit it, go back to bed, do it again. That's the obsession of chasing the almighty dollar on YouTube. I get it.
And unless you really, really like it, eventually you stop watching. Like I watch Nomadic Fanatic, but I don't watch him anymore. I've watched other people I don't watch anymore.
The first one I watched of him before BlindViews was when he bought the bus. I'm like, well, this is kind of cool. And then all of a sudden that kind of went into BlindViews. I'm like, the bus was cool, but the bus bill was, as I watched a few of myself instead of watching BlindViews, he was just an idiot. He had no rhyme or reason for that bus at all. Where I watched a couple, they put together a bus and they had a plan. It was really good. They made it into like a house, and I watched beginning, and the guy got the blueprints out and he laid out what he was going to do, and he made it really nice because he took his time on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He didn't just I'll put a video game in there, or put a just decide at the last minute, I'm going to do this or that, So I get it.
He for $20,000 he could have gotten a fairly new low mileage diesel pusher.
Correct. Because whenever I do any work for my uncle, we do any kind of fabricating. I go to the shop, we sit down, and we're gonna work on a shuttle, right? And we're gonna make it into something or do something. This is what we're gonna do. Can we do this? And I'll go yes or no. Yes, we can. We worked on a fire truck like 6 months ago. Put a hot tub in the back of it. Painted it pink. It said "Save the Boobies," and it was a traveling hot tub fire truck. It took a while. We got it done. We had to do some screwing around with it, but that was.
Of course, you gotta have plans or something.
Correct. We did just do it by.
All fucked up.
Yeah, that's what he's doing with that bus, and that they're putting the video game in there, which was dumb. I saw that. I'm like, what are you doing? And then the door he put on the front, which was dumb. He had no rhyme or reason what to do. But
I don't know. All of a sudden he's never. As far as I know, he's never really. Maybe he always wanted a bus, but then the bus he got wasn't that great of a price.
Correct. Right. Well, like you said,
what I've seen.
Well, like you said, he they send the oil in to make that's an awful big bus. And I'm listening to an RV guy, and a lot of these places now don't take buses. You can't be 10 years or older. Because my next door neighbor, they have a trailer. And it's at the 8-year mark, and the guy goes, we'll let you keep coming because you keep taking care of it, but they will inspect your thing. Buses aren't allowed in a lot of these RV parks. You're too big. They're too big.
Well, he doesn't really stay in an RV park, so I don't think he really has.
No, I understand. But if you need a place to stay, there's always boondocking someplace. So you're limited where you can go. That's my whole point. You're limited where you can go. Sometimes it's kind of nice to have running water. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to be able to take a shower.
He just doesn't seem like a guy that wants to be in an RV park to me.
Right. Well, he's a very condescending man. Whatever I know you said, I don't care. When you go out and commit a felony offense, it just shows you have no respect.
He's got Napoleon syndrome.
Yeah, he's a short idiot, and he just he'll drop that chick like a used condom. That's why because she can't make it on her own. I looked at some of her numbers over here on where I put up this over.
BlindViews also talked about that, how she's on Rumble and Patreon and OnlyFans.
That's the only way she's going to make money is OnlyFans, because she's over Rumble. She's barely getting 800. She needs to make like 20,000 views to make money on Rumble, and she's not getting it. So guess who's going to have to support her ass? Because she can only make so much money over there on OnlyFans. She's not overly good looking, so she isn't this drop dead woman who's going to be getting all this money. She's a chubby girl who likes to show her boobs, and that only goes so far. So
you always say every lock has a key.
Correct, absolutely. Every lock has a key.
There's probably plenty of keys out there for her.
Right, I know, but not enough as she wants. So guess who's got to support her ass? That's going to be him.
Not us.
No, I know, but no. It's going to be it's going to be Nomadic Fanatic, but he's not going to support her ass after a while. So she's going to run around by herself, and the money's going to run out. And guess who she's going to have to go to for the money? Him. That's going to be a big thing. Is money. You know.
Well, unless she just does it for the camera, she seems to be a fairly nice person.
She is. She seems she's a nudist, but it's like whatever. She's monetized your body a long time ago. When you go down that road, you're never going to come back. Okay, and I get it. You know. You want me to call Marky? Yeah. See if he's available, Mark.
Yeah.
Let me see if he's available. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun.
Barium exposure, and I'm mad.
Yep, and he's pissed. Here we go. We're going to call Marky Mark. Well, welcome to the Barium Exposure Memorial Service. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. We're on to the memorial already for him.
I know.
Well,
hi, Mark.
Hello, Carl. How you doing?
No, he was.
I liked your Barium exposure video.
Yes.
I guess it just went out there and did it because he came after you, you know, with that little short, you know, and I thought, what the hell's that about? I mean, the guy is starving for attention.
Right.
It's just like what it is nobody's talking about me.
Right.
Nobody's paying attention, so I'm going to go out there and I'm going to stir some stuff up, you know, with Carl and everybody. And it's like, what'd Carl do? I don't remember Carl doing anything.
But I told somebody at work, I said, there's a guy I've been making fun of on YouTube, and I said, his next video will be with a picture of me on it. And literally, I told that to him the other day, and guess what? The short on me with a picture of me. I knew that was coming, because that's just I mean, I don't care, but I knew that was coming. You know, if my wife was in a video, like let's say right up front, he would take that picture and put her up there. That's how he is. I don't care. Go for it. I mean, that's a trigger. I'm pissed. Up close picture of me, and that's fine. I'm
right.
And my picture's out there. If that's what you want to do, I put Carl's thumbnail for the hater for fun. That was just a fun video. He knows that, but I'm sure not like in a hate way of doing it. Like, God, you know, just there was a fun little thumbnail of that I was to do it for the guy. But that's fine. I knew that was coming because he's so triggered. Barium exposure, you know. Remember, we can't. Go ahead.
That video he put out yesterday, it was like, dude, where have you been? I mean, those things came out long ago, and you're just now starting to respond to them. I mean, I couldn't understand it. His hatred yesterday. I don't know, his wife dumped his ass or something and started beating on him or what. But yeah, it's just like he came out to Carl and he says, I'm going up to New York and you owe me money, you know. I'm going like, what the hell is he talking about now? I mean, Dan put that out long ago. He put that out long ago.
Yeah, he was all well.
And then he was surprised that Dan put it back up.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. He put it back up. He thought, well, what the heck? Might as well. Maybe I'll make some more money off of it or something, you know? I was like, what the heck? I mean, he was all pissed off and everything, and then, of course, he deleted it. It's gone now.
No, it's back up again. It's back up. He privatized
it. He put it back up. Yeah, so I checked it this morning, and it was down.
Yeah, he put it back up again. He does that. He will privatize it and put it back up. Yeah, that's what he does. He privatizes it, puts it back up again. That's what he does. That's what he...
Honestly, I really do honestly think the guy's got some kind of mental... problems there. Because people with mental problems, they're on medication. They'll take it until they feel better.
Correct.
And then they get off of it. That's the worst thing ever. That's,
Well, he found
I don't know,
YouTube.
maybe his mom took Tylenol when she was pregnant with him. You know, I mean that shit came out today.
It's the big beautiful Bill, right? He's a big beautiful guy. I mean, I think we need to we need to send him to a Pat Benatar concert again. We need to fly him and his lovely wife, the fake Barium exposure, to a new Hit Me With Your Best Shot Pat Benatar concert, and But yeah, he was all bitter. That video was a great. The clone, the new Barium closer, was a very angry man. He's a very angry young man. So he's.
I think you're onto something with the BlindViews wife. Not that we really want to talk about her, but he talks about how she's sick with something, and she's.
Yeah, I saw that. He said it. Somebody asking it. Squirrel Bay had said, I had to look that up, what that was that your wife's got. And I guarantee you she's on, and there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, I'll put that out there. On disability, too, because that's the only way they can make it,
Yeah,
but
that's I'm thinking you're right.
Yeah, that's what I think so, too. She had to lay down. I think they said in the thing about that is you got to lay down, and it's something to do with your eyes or some shit. I didn't really get into it, but yeah.
Well, I'm glad that Trump let him travel, that Obama called up the hunch and said, listen, there's a blind man in Pennsylvania that needs a visa and needs to go see his mother-in-law. We need to let him travel. They went and he did an executive order in BlindViews. That's why he hears it, because he can't see. Went to Florida.
He needed a vacation, that's for sure.
Yeah, the angry man went to Florida. So, Mark, what'd you think about the twin brother?
That was pretty good.
What you should do,
you should. One word rode the lawnmower.
What you should do now, you should respond back with your lookalike video, piss and moan about me. You know what I'm saying? My twin brother. My twin brother's a liar. I don't know anything about him. Whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the brother we don't talk about.
Correct.
That's the other guy we don't talk about.
Correct.
Raised by a different mama or something. Yeah. I don't know, daddy, or fathered by a different daddy or some shit. I don't know.
He told his caregiver and got out of the basement.
yeah, that's for sure, huh? Yeah, I really do think that he's got a stake in that property down there in Florida, because he bought the palm tree, he planted it. Now maybe he did it out of the goodness of his heart. I just couldn't understand that. Then he went out and planted another plant that was inside the trailer in a pot or something, or it was outside. You usually don't do that unless you ask permission, if it's somebody else's place.
Correct.
To do that. So I'm thinking, and plus he cleaned it all up, so I'm wondering if maybe it was his wife's mom's place, and so the daughters all got it in the inheritance, or something's up. That's what I'm just saying. I think what he needs to do, he needs to move down there permanent. That's what I think he should do. Because he seems to be a little bit more kinder, gentler man down there. I think he gets along with all the old people there. Pennsylvania, so I don't think he's going to get much for his house. I guarantee you he'll probably get, 10,000?
Right.
Well, if they're both on Social Security, there can't be much keeping him there. Well, I guess he's got family.
He likes to go videotape trains.
His daughters, yeah.
He got the pool. He can be shirtless in the pool, have it all to himself. But he can. I'm surprised he didn't go look for Sarasota Tim. Remember, he doesn't watch. He doesn't watch Sarasota Tim. So
that laugh his brother does is epic.
Oh God.
His what?
That laugh his brother does is epic.
That's what he does. He has that goofy little laugh whenever he wants to, the old mic drop, the old goofy little laugh that he likes to do. So.
Yeah, because it's not a real laugh. It's not a real laugh that just comes from emotion. It's just a fake laugh.
Yes, he's just trying to be funny. That's what he's trying to be. But it's pretty. I still like Miss Vicky whining that. The family was fighting. That was my favorite video, when she was in her car whining that that you two were feuding. That was pretty hilarious, Miss Vicky. So
she's very, very concerned about people. I don't know why she has to be.
She's a do-gooder. She's a do-gooder.
She put out that short over the weekend saying, "Oh, you know, do not approach him. Do not approach Sarasota Tim. I beg you." Basically, something like that about that dude. You know,
right? Stalking
and everything. What the heck, man? Just don't worry about it.
She did the same thing with New York Dan. She's a do-gooder.
Oh,
she's a protector. She is a protector of Sarasota Tim. That's what she is. She's the mother hen of the family that she thinks she belongs to. So that's what she's doing. So she's the mother hen to say that's what she's doing. She watches everybody. So she's watching that guy. So she's going to come out and tell people. It's like Dinger, you know. Don't, because she would, if she could meet him tomorrow, she would. If she could move in with Sarasota Tim into an apartment complex, she would make him into a man's man. That's what she is. She's a do-gooder. That's what she is. She's a do-gooder.
Well, Sarasota Tim is definitely a narcissist.
Right.
She needs everything now and wants everything now. I don't know why she believes his bullshit about, you know, they tried to get him to do the hiking thing, and I think he had refused or something, and then he started on it. And it doesn't cost him any money except going out and buying a hiking pole now at Walmart, which he'll probably take back, you know.
Right.
But he's just a con artist, and don't believe anything that dude says.
Of course.
But, oh well.
But this guy that's been stalking him, when I had Casey Grits on, he said that you know he was contacting him and talking to him. So now he doesn't respond anymore. So now that's why he's turned on him, because you know he can't help himself to go look where he's at. You know.
Oh.
So that was the whole thing with him. He loves Sarah. He loves. Hey, did you see Jimmy Kimmel is going to return? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, I'm kind of curious because I would have told ABC to screw you, but maybe Jimmy cares more about all his workers that's behind. Because
you know what that is? It's a language of money. That's the problem. It's a language of money.
And the thing is, it wasn't really about Charlie Kirk. It was all about what he said about Trump and the emotions he had when they asked him, well, what do you think about Kirk? How are you doing? He said, oh, I'm okay. And then he said, oh, by the way, do you see my ballroom over here? That's where it was really at. He pissed off, you know, Trump is what it was. But everybody thinks it's about Kirk,
right?
You know.
So, right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I totally understand.
At least that's what I think it is, you know. People are saying that too, but
there was a big crowd. I'm surprised. I'm surprised you didn't go to the ceremony and pray with him. I'm surprised you didn't go. It was in your area.
Hey, I don't need my truck vandalized and beat the shit out of it and everything. Yeah, you know they had that place was locked down pretty tight.
Was it? Was it locked down pretty good?
Well, I guess it was. You know, they said they were going to treat the security just like a Super Bowl, so I'm sure, you know, Homeland Security was there because he's got everybody doing that, and, you know, but just crazy stuff.
Right.
Just crazy.
Yeah,
but,
when you get a mob together like that, and if you want to go there and protest, people are going to attack you. You know, that's what they do.
How far are you away from the stadium?
Me, I'm probably about, let me guess, maybe 45, 50 miles. I worked on that stadium during construction days, but, you know, it's just, you know, it's a stadium. I mean, it looks like a big freaking flying saucer out there, you know.
Yeah, I know it does. You're right.
Is that one where they can roll the grass outside?
No, that's Vegas. Yeah. That's Vegas. That's Vegas.
No. This is the first one. This is the first one they did on the grass. They roll this one outside.
Oh, so same thing, because Vegas is the same thing. Vegas is the same thing.
Yeah, well, Vegas is newer, and that's the largest. You know, Texas thought, oh yeah, we're going to build the largest stadium, and then Vegas comes in there and builds a large stadium. So, you know, they're getting bigger and bigger. Taxpayers' dollars. Taxpayers' dollars.
Oh yeah.
You know.
You know why Cowboy Stadium doesn't have a roof? So,
I hate that.
God can watch his team.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I know. I've heard that before.
Yeah, you need to rethink this cowboy thing. I think I don't know. It was the Bears.
The Bears. We got spanked. We got embarrassed, man.
But my wife's team, the Arizona Cardinals, they were winning all the way right up to the end, and then boom, they lost.
Yep.
That happens every freaking time to them. But the Cardinals got a jinx on them anyways from old man Bidwell. So they don't win nothing. They're too cheap to pay their players.
Yep, I agree.
But Carl, how's your job going?
It's going good.
That's good. So you got like 9 to 5. Well, that's not 9 to 5, but you don't have to work overtime or like that, right?
Well, there's two. I mean, there's a seasonal job where I work at, and the other job is part-time.
Oh, okay. I see. Well, that's good. Do you have a partner you drive with?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay. All right.
It just depends on where we're going, what we're doing.
Oh,
For the most part, I'm driving by myself.
Oh, okay.
As long as you don't hit anything. We don't need.
I've been told of my nickname.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is I don't think you can do U-turns on interstates or anything like that.
They call me Kenny Rogers at this point.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Really?
Kenny Rogers. It was Kenny Rogers or Santa Claus, but Kenny Rogers won. And I'm like, well, hopefully it was Kenny Rogers before plastic surgery.
I know. Huh? What is it with these guys going out and getting plastic surgery? The most horrendous one is that I'm thinking of the same one you are. The guy from England who does those talent show ones and everything. I can't think of his name. My brain's going.
Simon?
Yeah, Simon. Oh, God, that was a hack job, I think.
Right.
Oh, that's terrible looking. Just terrible. Just horrendous.
Well, gentlemen, I think we've come to a close. And any final on the new Barium exposure, the new the clone? I mean, what do you think about it, Old Man Nation? He's a little meaner than the old Barium exposure. What do you think the new clone? I mean,
I don't know. I still think he's AI. I think I don't know who's behind this AI image of him. I really do. I think it's somebody nefarious within the government. It's got to be a government thing because that right now all of the people that come out, we're going to have all these people that on YouTube are going to say, I knew it all the time that it was Kyle and all, and they're going to all be out there. Miss Tammy's going to be out there, and so I think who knows.
Oh yeah, he'll.
I want to know if BlindViews is going to commit to the Gulf of Mexico or the Gulf of America.
That's why he's only calling it the Gulf. He's trying to be politically correct right now. If you notice, I bet you it took so much for him to hold back on the Kirk thing and all that.
Oh yeah,
and it's just eating at him. But he's just going to call it the Gulf. I bet.
He's too afraid to talk about the Kirk. He's too afraid. He's too afraid to say anything about it because he's a hater himself. So.
Yeah, I think
no matter which way he goes, he'll lose people.
I mean, I talked about it, but I just didn't. My way I talked about it. Hey, we can't have this kind of behavior. But I don't condone it. But you can have an opinion on it, But it's like, it is what it is. But Mr. Hater himself, so.
I think he wants to change, but he can't.
He can't. No, he's a hater. He's a hater. He's again, like I said before, and I think he talked about it, that people come to him for hate. They don't come to be everything's all so fun. They come to hear about hate on Tater. That's what they come for. That's what they're there for.
We should make a wish list for him so then he can compete head-to-head with Mikey. And we'll go,
Oh yeah,
look at BlindViews' wish list. He didn't get anything, but Mikey got this.
yeah. He's pissed because he's jealous. He's jealous of Mikey. He's jealous of that behavior. So.
Oh yeah, nobody's sending him nothing. Oh, they are sending him a utility light thing that he did, and stuff. But
All right, gentlemen. I appreciate you both coming on. Casey Grits came on too as well. You guys have a good Monday, and we'll talk to you guys along the way. Okay, I appreciate you both coming on.
All right, we'll see you.
We'll see you later.
All right, there we go, you guys. We could talk forever, but I gotta cook those hot dogs tonight, and I really appreciate them coming on the show. And we always appreciate them when they come on. It really is. It's nice to have them come on the show. We have a good time, and we talk about things. Anyways, remember the military and for all the branches: the Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, the Navy, and the merchants got closer to anything you saw to this country. Without you, little nothing at all. I appreciate very, very much. 1 and 2. Forgotten Vietnam. Balls, the 7 oak trees. Safe sex and issue with real pill. Put a trench. You don't want to shower in the shower. Penn State. Put a condom on. 9/11 victims out there. Working class. And like a cop call a crackhead. Like I said, the father-child runs off. And don't drink and drive. From the outskirts. Barium exposure. Love you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are